Love, light, and blessings. Shamanic Alright Priestess here. So, not everyone comes from a family who has practiced, or maybe they did, but they're so like far removed from practicing and things like that. So I understand that some people have to seek the knowledge from books because there aren't any like available teachers to actually teach these teachings to or these paths to. So I understand that. Like some people are book witches, and there's nothing wrong with that. Um, and then there's people that actually got taught and grew up in certain traditions, like myself. So there's different witches for different things, and things of that nature. It's not always easy to find a reputable teacher, you know. It's why I'm doing these teaching classes now, and things of that nature. Because the good thing about books is you get to research things that maybe weren't so open to you. So people get to share, learn about their culture, so on and so forth, get a dialogue going. And some books do actually have good information, and then there's a lot of books that don't, and things like that. So if you don't have prior knowledge to something, you might be getting fed misinformation and not even know that. Okay. With that being said, a lot of these books on contacting the dead, and they fail to tell the reader the downfalls of said things. So you'll have people that are playing with the Ouija board, a spirit board, or talking to the other side with a pendulum. And if they don't have prior knowledge into how you open up that communication safely and how to close up that communication safely, you may actually have a spirit that comes through that isn't necessarily a spirit that is who they say they are. They are demonic or malicious spirit, if that makes you, if that is a better term for it. I say demonic. A malicious spirit that's out to hurt you, that may guise themselves as a lost family member and things like that. Psychic mediumship can be a dangerous thing. It's why I've learned over the years, I don't intentionally contact people from the other side. I've had people want that service. No. Getting a ringing in my ear, the spirits are saying it's true. Now, I do talk to the other side, and I don't use any tools. Like I don't use tarot. Not there's anything wrong with it, but I don't use tarot or spirit boards or Ouija boards. I don't own any of that, like Ouija boards and stuff. Spirit board. I directly talk to spirits. They directly talk to me. I'm very clairaudient, and I am clairvoyant. I can see spirits from the other side. And I've been able to see that since as long as I can remember. I think my youngest experience was like 4 or 5 years old, literally. So, and I made like a part one that kind of touched on that a little bit, but there's like so much more that I just can't put on video. I'll be here like for 20 years. But so what Star Wars, the Force is strong with this one. Anyway, so I used to offer those services, and what ended up happening is I started to get unwanted paranormal activities in my home because I was young and I wasn't learning. And it took my mom, because she's a medium. I do come from families that can talk to the other side. Spiritismo basically is a religious or a practice of people talking to the other side, people that are mediums, that are natural mediums, learning how to hone into their craft and talk to spirits from all different cultures and lifestyles and eras and things like that. A lot of voodoo has that. A lot of Santeria has that. So on and so forth. We do talk to the other side. It is a thing. It's very big and prevalent in the Caribbean. So, with that being said, a lot of authors are giving out these information without giving warnings to people. Like, you may accidentally conjure up something that you don't want. I have lost count of how many people I've had to travel to do a spiritual investigation and remove spirits from their home and their physical person, because spirits can possess you. Spirits are vampires, some of them. Like, they need that life force and that essence, and they want to drain you of that. You have something that they don't have, and that's life, and they want that. So some of them will bribe you with things that they don't have any intentions of giving you, okay, just so you can let them in you, you know. And they'll take over your life. Like, I've seen people, these spirits take over their life. There are spirits that'll be like, yes, I'm in Orisha, but they're really not, or I'm a Loa and they're really not, or I'm your uncle or whatever. So when I do mediumship, what I've made a deal with the spirits is if a spirit wants to come to the other side during a reading and we're doing a reading, I'll be like, hey, I have a message from whatever. It comes naturally to me. It isn't something that I purposely go out to look at in a reading, because I just find I have better results when it's something that happens organically and natural. If a ancestor, if a family relative has a message for you, they are going to on their own tell you that message, and it will happen. When something's meant to be, it will be. Same thing if you feel you're being called to a certain closed tradition. The spirits are going to provide the teacher and the money and the finances for you to get initiated. So if you don't have that right now, it could be because it's not your time yet, or maybe that's not your calling. So I've had people ask like, oh, how do I serve said spirit, whatever. Go to my website, get the contact. Let's do a spiritual investigation. I will not divulge information on YouTube. One, it's a closed tradition, and two, I have to be sure that my spirits are not going to get upset with me if I'm giving you secret information and those spirits don't even want to work with you. So when a lot of people say, hey, such and such spirit didn't work with me, or that like Saint Expedite doesn't work for me, da 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 da, is Saint Expedite even your spirit? Too many people Googling and going and jumping from spirit to spirit without ever having research. Does that spirit want to work with you? Is this spirit, when a spirit wants you, they will call you, they will provide the teacher, they will provide the means and the information for you to serve them appropriately. Too many spirits know there's a hunger out there and they want your life essence and your life force. So they're going to represent themselves as something else. If you notice that the deities that are talking to you are creating more chaos, are physically draining you, and are not giving you anything you ask for, most likely that spirit is not the spirit they're saying that they are. So spiritual discernment is very important. It's very important to start with the baby steps. Too many people just want to start doing everything without opening up a book, without getting a teacher, without doing the proper research. You want to run before you can crawl. You wanna jump before you even know how to walk. Like, let's crawl, then walk, then run. You know what I mean? Start with the basics and the foundations. Same thing with the Boveda. Start simple, then build it up. Same thing, when I first started, I had like one or two spirits. Now it's evolved that I have a whole room full of spirits. And not everybody's going to get that anyways, but I'm just saying, because it's taken years to get where I'm at now. I started doing this in my early 20s. I'm 40 years old, like on a consistent basis. And where I am at 40, I'm going to be somewhere else at 50 and 60. The older I get, the more we learn. As brujas, root workers, spirit, whatever label you give yourself, anyone who works with spirits, anyone who works with the other side, okay? We know that nobody's a master, because even those that are initiated, they're called misterios for a reason, because they're mysteries. That's a word for mysteries. You don't know everything that's behind that veil. We are learning as human beings and ascending every single day and learning something new. We are ever growing and ever learning. What I thought I knew in my 20s, I learned something else in my 30s, and I'm evolving still in my 40s, So there's just a certain amount of respect that we have to give to the other side, because think of it as if your spirit passed on. What if the person that's asking to talk to a certain relative, maybe that relative never liked you, or they had malice intentions towards you? And sometimes spirits just want to rest. If they have a message to give you, they will find ways to give it to you. And they will find that proper channel, whoever that person is that you choose to read for you that has that gift, that spirit will bring a message to you. When it's meant to be, it will be. If you are called to practice these closed African traditional religious practices, the spirits are going to provide what you need. The teacher, the mentor, the resources, the finances. Just ask. If you really are the spirit, give me A, B, C, and D. You will know. Do your spiritual investigation. See who's in your spirit court. And I'm going to make another video on what is a spirit court. Because I don't really see videos on that. But anyways, I just wanted to share. Please like, please subscribe, and please comment below. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to work with me on a one-on-one basis, shamanic@priestess.com. And if you're wondering why I have red hair, I'm protecting my natural hair. It is getting cold outside. I don't like going outside with wet hair. And my hair only looks nice if I wet it or I freshly wash it because it gets like frizzy the next day. I really don't want to get pneumonia. I don't want to get bronchitis like I always do. So I like to wear wigs and hair pieces. This is a protective hairstyle to protect the hair. Just a disclaimer because some people are actually obsessed with me wearing wigs. Why do you wear wigs? Which I'm like, that's not the point of the video, but yes, I'm wearing a wig. Okay, much love, light, and blessings. Thank you so much for watching this video, and until the next video, guys. Bye.